その点は否定しない。
Are we back? I love as soon as I try to play the game, everything breaks. Internet turns off, everything's fucked. Love that. I'm a professional. What can I say? Yeah, we were forced to do so much we didn't want to do, but it's hard to deny that there were good points of the day as well. Like being able to stand on stage and fulfill your dream, Mr. Assistant Director. You're so cool up there, Shig. Oh my god, why is everything breaking? Okay. Like... Stop it, it's not nice to tease. The clock hand had now indicated it was exactly 11 o'clock, and somehow this day that seemed like it would never end no longer felt quite so as long as it did before. Only 1 hour remained. This time will be a little different though. This loop is special. Once today ends, everything will go back to normal, like this day never happened. And there are people present for it that you'll probably never be able to meet again, so be sure to enjoy yourselves while you can, okay? So it's really ending. Upon this realization, Shinohara began rubbing her eyes. Seiko. It's okay. I knew it was going to come down to this eventually. I'm just glad I got to be with you one last time. I don't want to cry, because if I do, it'll make you all worried again. So I won't cry, I won't. I'm going to make sure to steer only happy memories into my brain from this. Just the good times. Got hung in the first game. Got decapitated in the second game. How many times has she died? Finally dawned on her, when this birthday came to an end, that meant... It meant that everyone was going to be split up into various closed spaces once again, just like before. What is that? The lights suddenly started going out row by row. Something was clearly about to happen. Having cleared all of the scheduled events, this new, unknown event caused feelings of dread to shoot through everyone's mind at once. What's happening? It's a screen again. That's true. When was your first kill? It's a Q&A. Elementary school, I guess? And how was it? That's kind of a personal question. I guess I was kind of nervous. The heck is this? Was the culture festival fun? Yeah, I think so. Everybody tried really hard. I'd say yeah, it was fun. I had fun. Any specific part you enjoyed most? Well, it was pretty good. But if I had to pick just one event, it would have to be that. I thought it was super funny. Why do you enjoy torturing me so much? It's okay, Kishinuma. No harm, no foul. Anything else? Let's see. Can't you think of anything? After everything we went through? That, maybe? Oh, my god. The whole fleeing beach flag thing. That was scary, don't laugh. It was kind of surreal running around through a school with my thighs chafing on that suit. Wearing a bikini was awfully stimulating too. Huh? Huh? Any last memories to share? Yeah, there was also... This was super funny. Oh god. What's with the stupid sound cue? This rather unfortunate event that exposed your fetishes for all the world to see, Mikuni. The fact that it made my heart skip a beat needs to stay a secret, though. What? So, who's the MVP for the day's events? I think Kishinuma was putting himself out there a lot. You did seem to like torturing him an awful lot, like you said. Right? As long as you understand what I'm going through. Where I'm coming from, though. There's admittedly a certain comfort in Sir Knight in his reactions. Yeah, that's not a compliment. You can't name just one person. Oh. Everybody tried so hard to make the day successful. I can't just single out any one person here. Well, that's a surprise. Didn't expect Sachiko to say something so adult. What's so funny? You have any parting messages for the MVPs? Not really. That may not be the best response, Sachiko. That kind of answer is going to be seen as kind of fresh in modern programming. Hey, I'm still talking over here. Is she making fun of us? Nice job today, everybody. Did you all have a fun culture festival? The events have all come to an end, but I have one last request for you all. She wasn't there in person this time. No more preaching from the altar. Hi, objectively a cat. Welcome in. How's your night going? Oh, hi. She simply announced the end of the culture festival over the loudspeaker. And then... a request? There's some other way you want to fuck with us? So the culture festival is completely over now? We didn't experience any fun or any suffering? We were never called to do anything at all, this whole time. I literally forgot they were in the game. I am hydrating with cola. Yummy. Not that we're complaining, we had Minko by our sides this whole time after all. We could have had the best time of all in a way. I'll let you two and listen up. Put the Gal games away already. Sachiko quietly breathed in deep, then exclaimed in the most pleading voice she could muster. I want to learn how to swim. My classmates always made fun of me. They said that without a floater I'd drown. She was entirely serious. Classmates, is she remembering something from when she was alive? This is the thing I've wanted most for my whole life, and I'm counting on you. I'll be waiting at the pool on the west side of the first floor. I really hope you'll teach me how to swim. The irony of a dead adolescent claiming this was the thing she's wanted most for her whole life was lost on no one, yet it was also somewhat haunting. But there was another matter that needed to be addressed too. Wait, Satsuko, you'll be waiting at the pool? But we're all in our school uniforms right now. That's okay, I've prepared swimsuits for you all. Seriously? Don't you look over at me. School swimsuits? Our school's pool is indoors, so that glorious sight has always been behind high walls. Beholding it has been a dream of mine, but now... It's just a dream, Janika! It's just a dream no longer. Okay, creepy, but even more than that, I know you have a disposition toward peeping, which makes you literal scum. Isn't that right, Naho? You got a creepy look in your eyes too, Sayaka. Sachiko, hurry up, okay? Hurry up and teach me to swim. Teach me to swim, such a simple childlike request. Well, she's a child after all. The simple childlike request was the last message she broadcasted. The room then fell silent, and within the silence lurked a tension you could practically cut with a knife. So, what do we do? Anyone planning to go? The question was posed, but not a soul was volunteering. The culture festival was over, after all. Everyone had fulfilled their required tour of duty. The idea of choosing to stick around even longer was... well, it was more than even the most soft-hearted among us could imagine. Among us? What's wrong with her? She think we're friends now or something? We've only been doing as we're told all this time for fear that we'll be straight up killed if we don't. This sparked a chain of everyone voicing their dissatisfaction over what had transpired during the events of the day. I mean, it's probably fine, right? This isn't one of the events, it's just our request, and it's not like we're obligated to attend an after-party here. But Sachiko was smiling, seemed to be having fun all throughout the day. I kind of wonder if maybe she's just wanted friends this whole time. Think she was just enjoying torturing us all? No, Sayaka. Even if you're right, her versions of making friends would involve coercing them through fear. This isn't a favor she's asking, but a demand she's making. You might be right. Deep profound silence fell over the auditorium, with only the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof droning in the background. Everyone hung their heads in contemplation and said nothing for what seemed like an eternity. I'm not lonely, I'm not suffering. Sachiko looked back at the school building. It was quiet as could be. There were no signs of movement whatsoever, not even a speck of dust had been disturbed. She was the only one moving in the whole of Heavenly Host, and a sense of absolute isolation quickly wrapped itself around her. The lights she'd gone to the trouble of setting up in the locker room, too, were casting their shadows on no one. Sachiko slowly began paddling herself through the water inner tube wrapped around her butt to keep her afloat. The pool was usually thick and murky and reeking of decay, but Sachiko had temporarily transformed it into the purest of fresh water. And she'd always learned in classes at school, if you can't swim in clear water, then you shouldn't be swimming at all. Up and down, up and down. The horrific day when Sachiko's eternal slumber began took place only just after the pool had first opened at Heavenly Host. And since she had always been made fun of for not being able to swim without an inner tube, she wanted nothing more than a friend to teach her how. I feel like today I'll actually be able to swim. I want to swim. So, lifting herself from the inner tube, she tried to float on the surface of the water. Inner tube, inner tube. Damn it, why isn't anybody coming? The giant man Yoshikazu rose from the water with a swim cap on his head. Don't you ugh me, you blockhead. Take this, and this. Why? Why? Sachiko? Sachi? Yo, we finally see Yoshi. Mom. Sachiko's mother, Yoshi, was now standing behind her, staring at her daughter with a look of love and affection on her face, but also regret. Sachiko turned to face her and instinctually clung to her. Okay, this is a cute moment. Why? Why won't anybody come? Yoshi gazed at her daughter with a warm, kindly expression and began stroking her hair. It was a gesture designed to console, but also to show sympathy. You're a good girl, you know. So why then? Why? Why? You poor thing. You really don't understand, do you? Mom? Yoshi hugged Sachiko tightly. Sachiko, whose head was thrashing about wildly as she tried to come to terms with this, stared up at her mother with a blank expression on her face. Your heart detached by the way of the grudge you bear toward the world that harmed you. A heart sealed away, cut off from others. Each year on the day of your birth, the pull of the curse upon you is lessened. And the innocent face of yours that I see only once in a precious while, that's the real you breaking through, isn't it? Tears began pouring from Yoshi's eyes. She couldn't help it. The wheel of fate, the curse that bound these two to this world, also dictated that the mother and child would drift apart. Moments like this were rare. Mom, don't cry, Mom. Sachiko, not knowing what thoughts were occupying her mother's mind, busied herself trying to wipe the tears from Yoshi's cheeks with her fingers. She was perplexed, too, because tears had been pouring from her own eyes. She didn't know why this was, but also couldn't stop them from falling. But the things you forced the victims of this realm to do for you today were just as cruel as ever. You can't expect that they'd come to your side now, after everything you've... Achoo! You came. Sorry we're late. Happy birthday, Sachiko. Happy birthday! We came for you, Sachiko. Looks like the pool cleaned up nicely. Out here. Cold out here, though. We didn't mean to keep you waiting, but we wanted to get your birthday present ready before we showed up here. Ayumi presented a necklace to Sachiko with a little skeletal doll attached to it. It was on a silver chain, and the joints were connected with eye bolts and round aluminum fittings, allowing them to move and fall about freely. You know what this skeleton doll is called? It's called a calavera. We carved it for you ourselves out of the urethane foam used for background scenery in the play. The calavera represents living freely and joyfully after death, so it's kind of like a wish from us to you. A wish that you can finally find some peace from your suffering. I worked on it too. See the right hand bone? That was mine. I strove to make it as realistic as possible. Mine was the left thigh bone. It's pretty amazingly well made, don't you think? Okay, now that's enough. This isn't a competition. The chain is for me. I hope you'll take good care of it. Everyone was smiling genuine, carefree smiles. Sachiko, meanwhile, looked more pained than ever. She couldn't hold back the tears no matter how hard she tried. Well, aren't you going to try it on? Come on. Having trouble here, I'll help. Oh, it looks good on you. Really good. So good it's scary, really. Skulls are big right now, you know? Because they're cool. Anyway, you're ready to be taught how to swim, Sachiko? We're all pitching in. Huh? I hate doing anything halfway. We're with you till the bitter end. You did want to learn how to swim, right? Well, don't be afraid. The first step is to get rid of that inner tube you got around your legs. Yeah, it'll be okay. I'm pretty pro at teaching people to swim, if I do say so myself. Taught my brothers and my sister to swim like fishes. Sachiko, are you crying? I'm not crying, I'll kill you. Sachiko ran up the pool just as she was told, and she seemed absolutely overjoyed, even if she tried her best to hide it. We get a group shot, but it's not everyone. We don't have the girls from, the two girls that call him Sir Knight, we don't have them. We don't have anyone from Bukkiden High. Just these bitches. Why wouldn't they add everyone? That kinda sucks. Come on then. You really are acting a bit hysteric, Sachiko. These children are boundless. Ow, ow, watch the nails! Sachiko, I gotta say, a school swimmer looks great on you. You'll bring all the boys to the yard with that look for sure. They're truly kind children. Fine, fine, I'll teach you what I know. And I'll look after your inner tube. Go get him. Sachiko, I can piggyback you if you'd like. Hop on. Oh, wait, no, we have Kazami. The one person from Bukkiden High. I think he's from Bukkiden. I actually don't remember. The swimsuit, though, is a little big. You can see my chest. Mine, too. And mine. Ayumi, what chest? Literally, Ayumi, what chest? Kishinuma has bigger boobs than you. Nice job. You're doing it. Might even be able to outswim Fukuroi. Oh wait, no, they have a few of them. Never mind, they do have some people from Buchanan. I'm good, I'm really good. Yeah. It's just that swimsuit size is too big, though. It's not that my chest is too small, there's nothing wrong with me. Shinozaki. The fuck? No, I don't ever want to let you go. Me neither. Me neither. Sayaka. Sanoki. What are you saying? This can't be it, can it? I'm not able to see you again, then what's going to happen to everyone? What's going on? Sayaka, what the? I hate this. Sayaka. Seiko. I'm sorry, I can't stop myself. I can't bear to say goodbye, just let me stay like this forever. All the Buchanan members go back to being dead. Let's go. Except for Kazami, because apparently, you know, he's a main character, I guess. Fucking creep. Kazami, I don't really understand that, but I have this weird feeling about you. If you wind up alone, please, keep it together. Don't lose to yourself. Even after today ends, let's never stop trying to reunite with Mitsuki and the others, and to escape. Bro, in like every instance of each game, y'all are dead. Even in Book of Shadows, when you did come back through the time loop, y'all just ended up dead again. Every time loop, like, iteration, you come back to life and die way worse than you died the first time. Like, Seiko got hung in the first game. In the second game, she runs straight into a wire and gets decapitated. Like... And you, take care of yourself as well. All you bitches are dead too. Nana in the worst way, she gets cut in half. Yukes, for lunch tomorrow, what say we ditch school and go get some ramen? Satsuki. Don't be all blue, we can go back home together, right? Oh, what? Why are you crying? I can't. Huh? What? Wait, what are you saying? You can't go back? No, 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 no. No! Satsuki. The, lamentations of the group were audible from everywhere. In only a few minutes, everyone would be separated into their various closed spaces once more. And some would be repeating their destined demises as well, soon to be consigned to oblivion. No one could quite remember exactly what fate had in store for them. But the sense that they'd never be able to see one another again was overpowering. It remained carved in their minds like a scar. This was plainly visible to Sachiko as well, whose heart grew heavier, moment by moment, as she bore witness to it. What? Why? Why are all the tears falling from my eyes as well? And my stomach hurts too. Yoshi spoke gently and slowly while stroking Sachiko's hair. Sachiko, that's called sadness. You don't want to be apart from your friends, and they don't want to be apart from one another either. Very shortly, all the fun memories they've made here will vanish, and they'll be taken away back to the hell they came from. Sachiko looked around her. All the formerly happy faces that had just taught her how to swim were now quivering, their throats tightened up and tears running down their cheeks. Mom, no, I don't want them to go. Why does it have to be like this? Yoshi caught sight of the strangle marks around Sachiko's neck, and instantly tears began flowing from her eyes. Sachiko. Sachiko's wail echoes throughout the school, becoming a whirlpool that washed away all the grudges and hatred of the vengeful souls as they heard it. The muddy stream of ill will that had stagnated within these walls for so long turned clear, and now scattered curses broke down more and more. The endless cycle of sadness was beginning to unravel. Mom, Sachiko won't be bad anymore. Kindly says Yo, because I do not know how to greet people respectfully. Hey Jody, welcome in. Sachiko. What just happened? It's like I had some kind of weird dream, but I can't quite remember it. The very second the hand on the clock struck 12, the entire school became enveloped in a dimly twinkling mist. Sachiko paused for a moment, almost as if contemplating the dream she had, and in the very next moment all the students around her were gone. That remained as the crackling bonfire in the center of the pool. Hey, Blockhead, go get some more kids. Today the infirmary feels a little desolate, so let's whip up a few more dissection specimens. Go, now! Sachiko kicked the giant man into motion, yelling at him in an unnecessarily threatening, vitriolic tone with practice eased. Finally tune in without the anxiety of fan service jump scares during work hours. Let's go! Hi, Misfit. Welcome in. How's it going? We're finally fucking finishing Hysteric Birthday Bash. It's been 87 years. As he scurried away, Sachiko folded her arms and gave him a sidelong glance. Freaking half-wit. Did we win? Sachiko looked over the pool with a certain smug satisfaction, as if its usual hello had been campfire during its thunder she couldn't say. She found it difficult to believe it couldn't be her doing, which meant it had to have been the work of an intruder, or possibly, I want something. Enough to kill for. What happened while I was asleep? I can't make it out, clearly, but in the back of my mind, there's this image I just can't shake of a bunch of people in swimsuits. She could remember the figures of the people, but not their faces. They were all completely featureless, but they were shaking, shivering, and they all seemed to be making an urgent appeal to her. I don't understand. And that pisses me off. I don't want this. I'll kill them all. Oh, poor Yoshi. The miracle didn't happen. Sachi. The miracle didn't happen? That was the start of it all. The day when the principal ended the lives of Yoshi and Sachiko Shinozaki was when the curse firmly took hold, and before long, its victims began harming one another, unable to bear the horrors they were forced to endure. The swell of tortured souls became a constant stream, forming a sort of magnetic field, and it was unclear if the day would ever come when this cursed change that defined this purgatory of misery might finally be broken. We did it. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Let's go. Finally. Goodbye to the fan service jump scares. I mean, not really. It's still... Hey. Hi, Norse Wolf. Welcome in. You just caught the ending. I haven't been streaming for long, nearly only an hour, but this chapter is pretty short. I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. The only time I'm safe, it didn't happen. Ha! I'm sorry. We did it, guys. We fucking won. Ow, I just broke my hip. Okay. I slightly shifted and something popped. Oh my god, I'm old. Help. We did it. Chat, is this real? We did it. The PowerPoint end credits, yeah. I had a lot of fun with this game, but the series is not over. We got 2 more games. Well, I guess there are still fan service jump scares in the credits. Yeah, pretty much. We fucking did it. After 3 months of on and off playing this game, it's finally fucking done. Honestly, I might, when the end credits are done, I might end stream and then pick a different game and then just stream again. So... Mostly because every time I do something from my mother involving my brother's mistake, like a jerk towards me. I'm sorry about that. But just so you know, I'm sorry, but you cannot trauma dump within my chat. I really just want this place to stay like a normal, nice place. I'm sorry about that though. I recommend, you know, talking to someone in your life that you feel safe and comfortable talking to. Chapter 8 clear. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that in the rules. It's fine. I didn't put it in the rules. It's kind of just like, you know, don't just put out like all your personal stuff in just a random Twitch chat. Keep yourself safe. You don't need to apologize. It's okay. Just keep yourself safe. Because, you know, people on the internet, you don't know people on the internet. The internet is scary. People will use that information against you. New entries unlocked in character Dosri's menu. Mikio, Hajime, Yuki, Natsumi, Haruna, Hinoi, Takamine, Makina. Samsara Down the River is now available in Chapter Select. New entry unlocked in Notes. Yoshi Shinozaki's journal. Oh yeah, I also fixed the stickers. The stickers should work now. The one with my face that has the B on it, it is pretty small. I can't fix that. It's because of the file size and how Twitch works with it. I'm not sure. But Mooncoin and a few of the other stickers are much larger, and they do make the slapping noise. I tested everything out, so if you do want to use the stickers, definitely go for it. They should be all fixed. Okay, never mind. There is another chapter. I don't know how long this chapter is, but let's do this. I'm just changing the stream title. Okay, there we go. Samsara down the river. Extra chapter 9, I guess. Let's get into it. In a certain remote part of the Japanese countryside, by a calm and tranquil river, 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, were gathered to perform a ritual they've been planning for quite some time. They were students from the local high school. They were all chattering excitedly as they'd been anxiously awaiting this day. Okay, shall we begin? Have you all prepared for this like Zusa told us to? Yep, ready to rock. Don't really believe in all this ooga booga stuff, but there ain't many chances left for the 4 of us to get together, so may as well. I still do not know how mobile ports of the Sonic games work. I'm so confused. I do not know either. Toshi, stop. Don't talk like we're never going to see each other again or something. You're disrespecting my dear wife's plan to forever keep our precious memories from fading. No, Ron, there's no need to be so agitated. But you men should also be sure to treasure these memories always. Embarrassing though it may be. That's my girl. Fortunately for me, I'll still be able to have the same old lovey-dovey relationship with my dear wife as always, just at a new school. Can't say I'm not jealous. It's called St. Cruz, right? Here it's a pretty prestigious all-girls school. That's right, high society all the way, so you better treat us accordingly. Lesbians all the way, let's go! Zusa makes sense, but you, as a proper lady in a missionary school, I smell disaster. You're just going to make all the other kindergartners uncomfortable. They'll think it's Mother Mania watching over them, rather than Mother Maria. Lesbians all the way. You steppin'? Now. The tall girl projected an air of calm, ladylike composure as she covered her mouth with mouth of the boisterous girl with the tousled hair. Smells like my dear wife. Stop. She fainted? So you two are waiting for a final decision regarding your transfers? Me, I can't commute too far, so I'll just succeed the family, I guess? Or maybe take this chance to attend specialty school or get a job? I don't know. Planning for your future then. That's quite impressive to, Toshihisa. Yeah, I guess. But I'll be the only one left here. I really won't be able to see you guys again, will I? It's gonna suck. I'll be here too, Toshihisa. Oh, you will? I heard a rumor you're accepted a transfer to Bukidendo. Nah, I turned that down. I can't bear to be separated from this place. Not that I'm passing judgment on heading for the big city. This has its, good points and bad. I'm just talking about my own personal feelings here. I very much did not want to move to the city. The memories I've made here with you all are irreplaceable. This is my home. Yeah, no matter where we go, we'll also be connected. That's why we're doing this ritual thing, right? Indeed. Now, if you all take out a piece of cloth that you brought with you, and Ron, wake up please. Ron. Dear wife. It's like she's in a trance. She must really love you, Azusa. Though I don't quite understand the peace sign she's flashing on both of her hands. We can start when she wakes up. In the meantime, Azusa, will you tell us how it's done? It was just before the summer of my junior year that we received word Sukatani High School would be closing. There are some games on mobile that are ports of existing console games in need of a controller. I will never know. It's story you hear a lot from students in the boonies, with few students, but that doesn't make it any easier to swallow when it happens to you. I've never seen the faces of my 2 bright and cheery friends, or Toshihisa, look so frustrated and defeated as they did after the news broke. When the summer ended, we'd all be going elsewhere, and we never wanted to forget this place, where the 4 of us made so many memories together. But when we were facing our darkest, in swept Azusa Takai, mediator among our little group, and she brought with her the promise of the shroud. It was a ritual in which we'd shun all our wicked feelings and misfortunes into pieces of cloth which we then set free down the river. It was pretty popular among some of the girls of the school, but for me, Toshihisa, me and Toshihisa, it was a foreign concept we never thought we'd personally experience. As I reflected on this, our wild card of a friend, Ron Kobayashi, finally opened her eyes. She called Azusa her dear wife and never left her side, yet from our perspective they were less like spouses and more like mother and daughter. And I'll admit, I often envied Ron for her free thinking, endlessly uninhibited personality. First we put all of our cloth scraps together. You remember to write your names on them, no? I also wrote in big letters that I want to stay by my dear wife's side forever and ever. Oh my, but the effects grow weaker if you speak them aloud. Oh, but that's okay. I know of another charm that's exactly like this one. It's called Sachiko Ever After. No! Really now? Except it's specifically just to keep friends from drifting apart, whereas this one has more to it. Like washing away all the bad stuff in your life? I was wondering about that. Like, isn't it strange to write our names? Aren't we washing those away too? Mario Bros do drugs. Do not. It's the holy shrub we wrote on our prayers on that's washing the bad thing. What? It's the holy shrub we wrote our prayers on that's washing the bad things away, and performing this ritual may be what keeps the river clean and pure. And the river is like the veins running through the heart of our village. Its power is considerable. Yeah, and that mask's glow is super bright. What are you talking about? Alright everybody, on the count of 3, let's place our cloth in the river. May we be close forevermore. Yeah, forevermore. Together. 1, 2... May our friendship last forever. The river's water was flowing so gently. If our lives could progress equally so, then I'm certain one day soon. EX, Samsara down the river. Kishinuma, I'm scared. Where did everybody go? Machida, come save me. Give me one of those never give up pep talks of yours. The person I wanted more than anything to protect was right in front of me, but it wasn't my name she was calling out for. It was at times like this that I, Yoshiki Kishinuma, could truly feel how powerless I was. Machida, I'm right here. Ayumi Shinozaki. I'm here and waiting for you. Hurry already. You'll be able to see Satoshi again, I'm sure. And how can you possibly know that? I have a good feeling about it, okay? Don't waste your breath on empty promises. I did notice, though, that Shinizaki's behavior had been a little strange for some time now. She's always had a coarse manner of speaking, but deep down she's always shown consideration for the feelings of others. Even me, but over this past hour, that's completely gone out the window. She's feral, she has rabies. Gamata, are you okay? Like, for real? You need to get it together, Shinozaki. I'm not asking for you. Bring Mochida here. Next patient, please. I don't even understand what you're saying. Seemed like she was ready to release herself from her pain through whatever means necessary, like she was ready to throw everything away and just give up. But only Satoshi could save her from that fate. I couldn't do a damn thing. I was totally useless. Stop right there. Awaken, my precious lord. Give her the light of my merciful purgation from sins. I don't like hearing English in this game.
Release the seal.
Release the seal. A girl with an unfamiliar uniform appeared, brandishing a cross necklace. Suddenly, a red spirit flame emerged from Shinozaki's chest and burned itself out. I thought that was a phone flash. I'm sorry. Dude, their whole personality changed the second they went to Jesus school. Holy shit. Shinzaki, are you okay? It was a very close call. There are any number of vengeful spirits around here that will not hesitate to wend their way into the hearts of the unweary. A vengeful spirit, so I was right, she was different. I don't really understand, but I take it you saved me, thank you. Did you get lost in here too? I'm not certain if I'm lost or if I was sent here. Either way, I presume the same thing has occurred with me as it has with you. Probably we performed a ritual called Satsuko Ever After and suddenly wound up here. Satsuko, a charm then. Similar charms have found their way into every corner of the country, it seems. But where are my manners? I have yet to introduce myself. My name is Azusa Takai. I'm a junior at St. Cruz's Girls Academy High School. Oh, we're in the same grade then. I'm Ayumi Shinozaki from Kisaragai Academy High School, and this is my classmate, Yoshiki Kishinuma. Sorry to be so useless back there. Not the best first impression, I guess. Kishinuma. Kishi as a knight, I presume. If you are her sir knight, you must never allow harm to befall her. Could be an embarrassment to your name. What the hell does that mean? Of course, I would never, and the Kishi in my name is the kanji for shore, and Numa is marsh. So his name is Shore Marsh. Ha. Please don't call me a Sir Knight, it's embarrassing. Hey, we finally encountered a living person here. Don't fight with her over pointless details like that. The hell? Yes, let's not fight at all, shall we? Sorry, Takai, you're remarkably calm and level-headed. Given the circumstances, I'm quite impressed. We are classmates, so please, you needn't be so formal as to address me by my surname. Perhaps you could simply call me Azu. Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you, Azu. Girls sure do bond with one another quickly, don't they? You can call me whatever you want. May I now? It's a pleasure to meet you then, Ayumi and Sir Knight. Huh? I told you don't call me that. And why not? You were about to say earlier that you fully intend to keep any harm from befalling Ayumi. Therefore, are you not her Sir Knight? It doesn't take Mother Mary, full of grace, to see that you like her. Get out of my face! Oh, this girl's gonna be trouble. Get your finger out of my face. What's so funny? Well, it's rare for you to make friends with a girl so quickly, Kishinuma. It's just nice to see. It's a good look on you, really. Make it stop. Dear, his beloved is a bit slow on the uptake, it seems. I have to say, Azu, that cross necklace you've got on is pretty cute. Thank you. It still surprises me each time to see just how potent it is against evil spirits. Really? I've gotten pretty damn used to learning that the girls around me are spiritual mediums or detectives or crap like that. It doesn't even faze me. Are you serious? That's amusing, but also potentially beneficial, as a strong belief in magic and charms could prove invaluable in the trials ahead. Oh, Ayumi, I do believe you have something very much related to this topic, do you not? Yeah, I can't do as much with it as you can. Azu, I do have talismans and holy water with me, just in case. That should be more than enough. With those on hand, you're not likely to be attacked all too readily. But she was just possessed by an evil spirit. I'm not sure those things do anything at all, honestly. Oh, Sir Knight, I gave you such a perfect opening to say something like, I shall be your shield and protect you from all threats. Can you not say that? Of course I can't. I mean, I already failed to protect her once. That's alright, I believe you succeed in keeping her safe from here on out. You mustn't ever give up on your charge. Never give up, that's right. That's what Mochida always said too. Mochida is a classmate of mine as well. He's always kind of absent-minded, but you can always rely on him in a pinch. He's great. Right, Kishinuma? Yeah, again with Satoshi, though. Oh, so there's a rival for her affections, but I believe in you, Sir Knight. So, did you and your friends fail your charm? Is that why you're here? Certainly not. We succeeded in what we set out to do. It was my doing, after all. That's so cool. But I mean, can you really say that when you wound up getting trapped here as a result? Seeing her try to protect to project a perfect image just made me want to interject and take her down a few pegs, though it wasn't really meant to be malicious. This is quite the unpleasant place indeed, as disturbing as one could ever imagine anywhere to be. Yeah, everywhere you look in the school, there are bodies. So many of them that, like it or not, you start to kind of get used to them, which is why it's so nice to finally be able to talk to another living person. Seriously, the two of us have been really uneasy this whole time. Partly because by those bodies we keep seeing, we always find personal items, I guess, or last words, basically just always something. Like messages written on the wall or scraps of paper on the ground, some kind of message. Being trapped in such a nightmarish place, they were likely frightened and suffering. I found several such messages as well, along with this. Azusa held out a small notebook about the size of her hand. Shinozaki took it and opened it to the first page, revealing the name of its owner. This is a school ID, isn't it? Yes, it belongs to a friend who was sent here with me. So you got it. Doesn't mean that... No, there was no body in sight around where I found this, of course. That doesn't mean I can be certain she's alive, either. But I believe that everyone is somewhere to be found within the school. Yeah, I hope we're able to meet up with our missing friends again soon. Shinozaki, what's wrong? Hey. Suffer. Bitch. Ayumi? Shinozaki, are you okay? Ayumi? I'm sorry, I'm fine now. It's just holding the student ID notebook in my hand, my breath quickened, and then... I saw her. A lesbian! Huh? What are you talking about, Shinozaki? What did you see? Had my phone volume all the way up. It can't be. Azusa suddenly undid the zipper on front of her school uniform and spread open the chest of her blouse. After doing so, she withdrew the cross necklace from deep within her cleavage. It is as I suspected, Ayumi. You have a considerable amount of spiritual power now. I turned away, and when the cleavage came out, but slowly and hesitantly raised my head now, confident that it was probably safe to look. Boobs. The cross that's glowing. Hey, Shinozaki. Oh, I think you and I must be thinking the same thing right now. I believe we are. This is lesbian behavior. The ability to see residual thoughts and objects. Psychometry. Huh? It was mentioned on Naho's site, anything with a soul, be it living or dead, exudes a tremendous amount of thought energy. Yeah, wrong thought energy. She's T-H-O-T, thought energy. And the stronger the thoughts are, the more likely it is that some of that energy will have transferred into objects they touched or places they've been. She touched her boobs. The ability to perceive this is called psychometry. Though I must wonder why the act was oh my god. The act was spontaneously triggered in you here and now, Ayumi. Maybe it was oversensitivity? It could have just been a spontaneous reaction, too. What I saw was a little girl, bright and cheery, and you were there too, Azu. That's good. The owner of the student ID is named Ron Kobayashi. And when I think of her alone right now, crying, it pains my heart. Is she from your class? No, but she's a friend who transferred with me from our old school. Shinozaki, can I see that student ID for a sec? Well, for real, it says her name is Ron Kobayashi. To confirm the name, I casually began flipping through the pages of the attached notebook. And that's when I saw them. Boobs. What the hell, don't shout like that. You're going to give me a heart attack. Look here. An abnormally large number of photo booth stickers are printed, and printed photographs are crammed into basically every crevice, wherever they could possibly fit. Whoa, that makes sense. With this many photos of you present, it only stands the reason I would have seen you too, Azu, in my vision of Ron. She's quite passionate, no? She has a tendency to overdo things, but she's a very kind and caring person. She's a very good friend indeed. Oh god. She has the it's the Adrian effect all over again. Marinette's just a really good friend. For those of you that have never seen Miraculous Ladybug, there's a guy in it called Adrian Agreste, and the main character, Marinette Dupencheng, is in love with him. Like, so painfully obviously in love with him. And for the first few seasons, he just goes, no, Marinette's just such a good friend. Such a great friend. After, like, you know, pronouncing her love for him several fucking times while he's in the vicinity or to his face. And he's like, you're just such a good friend, Marinette. Oh my god. Fucking Azusa's the exact same way. The girl calls her my dear wife, literally sniffs her up and down, says she loves her, like her undying love for her, and then this bitch is like, oh yeah, she's a very good friend. The fucking Adrian Agreste fucking debacle. Yeah. Sure. Let's try to find her. We might come across other clues that'll help us along the way. What the frickin' deuce? Won't you help me search for her? That surprises you? Of course we will. Why wouldn't we? Isn't that right, Kishinuma? Yeah. Come on, man. You've been saying for the last little while. Yeah, you need to get more motivated already. Yeah. You too. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you. Oh, zoom in. Let's go then and begin our search. Kishinuma, are you okay? Your reaction was a little strange. I've been feeling strange for a little while now. It's like some outside influence is moving my body. I can sense sort of ill will from it. That's not really like you. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I say it's an ill will, but like I can sense a certain affection from it too. It's like I'm being toyed with or something. Are you two not ready to go? We're coming. And so we began searching the school anew alongside our new friend Azusa Sakai, whose personality just seemed a little off to me. The goal was to find Satoshi and the others, as well as Azusa's friend Ron Kobayashi. And if we managed to locate any trace of any of them, we could hopefully follow the clues and reunite with all the people we were missing. As we wandered in the darkened halls, we came upon one classroom with dim light spilling out from its windows. Curious, we slowly and silently entered. This place, it's moldy as hell. I'd love a mask right about now. This room is really irritating my throat. I recommend breathing exclusively through your nose and not inhaling too deeply. Come, let's see what we can find. Vividly colored flowers were conspicuously growing in the center of this otherwise drab, dreary room. Look, they're not withered at all. You're right, I think these are orchids. Ron in Japanese. They look weirdly healthy. Ron? Let me try checking for any residual thoughts. Please do. They're warm. They are? Yeah, there are thoughts trapped in these flowers. I'm seeing them. Azusa, you are not a devil. Anyone who says you are is out of their mind. What is it? What happened? Did you not hear that, Sir Knight? The voice? Voice. Don't laugh, okay? Do you think growing flowers is a strange hobby to have? Oh, now I hear it. I can hear it too, but who is it? I'm sensing a kindness from it. Azu? Kentaro, you... Azusa was visibly shaking. Not only that, but she was staring at the floor with a dejected, sad, cold look on her face. Her form of vibrance almost seemed like it had all been a lie. Who was Kentaro? Check it out, Ron. This flower has the same name as you. Isn't it pretty? Can't seem to hear it anymore. Azu, you okay? You said the name Kentaro, was it? Is that who was speaking just now? Do you know him? She slowly raised her head and looked at us, and her expression had cooled so much that she now looked like an entirely different person. He's a dear friend of mine. I'm going to save him. The hell's this? I placed my hand on one particular shelf that seemed suspicious to me. It was one of those cabinet shelves with a glass door that typically lets you see inside, but the glass had turned jet black. Nothing was visible. Kishinuma, get back! Huh? Since I opened the door to the cabinet, the black mass that was covering the window began moving. It was thousands upon thousands of cockroaches. No, no, no! That was awful. There aren't any more on my mouth, are there? God. It's only natural to find cockroaches in a building this old. Aren't you scared, Azu? We're the used to seeing them, I suppose. Hey, there's some kind of debris in here. Shinozaki, do you think you might be able to get a reading off of that, or whatever you call it? This mold-looking thing? Gross, no. Yeah, I guess not. I was feeling very self-conscious, having been so bluntly rejected, but as I walked away, I noticed Azusa approached the mass with her cross. I'm not feeling anything in particular. I think this was bread, perhaps? Nothing to be concerned with. Phew. It's gotten to an argument about Madman Furry Road. What am I doing? I have no idea what that is. It sounds scary. I really don't have any useful skills here, do I? Oh my god, I've nearly used up every save file. I've literally used up every save file. We turned our attention to the standing broom closet at the end of the room, when suddenly... Shinozaki, I thought the air felt heavy in here. I guess that's why. It does sound as if something is moving inside. What is it? I don't think it's human. Even I can tell it's not safe. Look at that weird blue light it's giving off. It's definitely dangerous. Let's get away now. I've officially used every save file. Are those bandages on the floor? Investigate further down the hall. Enter the classroom. Well, I did these, so that's done. Looking farther down the hall, the darkness seemed much more all-encompassing than in our current location. I wasn't really sure what could have caused it, but part of the hall just looked completely inked over. It was an absolute absence of color and substance. And my instinct said that something dangerous was drawing near us from within the other darkness. However, it's... what is it? One of the cloth pieces we used in our ritual. It's from a friend of mine. Really, where? Just by that dark space. Hey, wait! He's there somewhere. Kentaro. Toshihisa. I reached out and grabbed Azusa from behind to stop her from moving even one step farther. Sir Knight? Dumbass, which way you're walking? Just one step beyond where Azusa was standing, the floor gave way to a massive hole, so big that the bottom was completely invisible. This should have been little surprise, since the floorboards had rotted or fallen away all throughout this building, but Azusa had clearly forgotten this. That was close. Azu, if you come around this way, I think you'll be able to reach it. Thank you. Just take care to watch where you step from here on out, okay? You get too distracted by what's in front of you, you'll miss what's below you. It's quite embarrassing, actually. Huh, what is? Her face red as could be, she looked down at her arms and realized, when I grabbed her, I'd created something of a shelf for her ample chest. This was the first time I'd ever come in contact with a girl's breast. Suffice it to say, I got very flustered very quickly. I leaped back. This could have been a double shock for me, but thank you very much. Azusa gave me a nonchalant wink, seemingly rather inappropriate for having almost just died. She truly was an oddball. My head was starting to hurt just keeping up with her. Shinozaki, no, please, don't think that. That was a misunderstanding entirely. You're certainly close. You make a cute couple, but try to keep the hanky-panky behind closed doors from now on, Misunderstanding, clear up, failure. I'm absolutely certain this is one of my friend's holy shrouds, but the name is too blurred to be legible. Yumi, are you getting anything from it? Not really. I feel like someone is shouting really loudly, but I'm not getting a name, nor any sense of what kind of person they are. I see. Shinozaki? But if this is indeed a piece of cloth of one of your friends had with him, it could be a valuable clue, so I'd like to hang on to it. That's fine, he may be nearby. Let's continue looking. Hey, Shinozaki, that misunderstanding? We're going. Okay. Those bandages on the floor? At the bend in the hall, there was a small pile of bandages on the floor, standing out against their surroundings simply by virtue of being white. Ah yes, it stood out in the Japanese game for being white. There was a small thin piece of wood wrapped up in them, making it seem as though there were remnants of an emergency splint. Bandages, they seem pretty new too. Nakashima, thank goodness, she seems to be okay. It hurts. She's dragging one leg, it must be hurt. I see, this is a residual thought from Nakashima. Hey Shinozaki, what is it? Are you seeing something? Hold on, this is important. Nakashima stopped here to change out her bandages. She seems to be in considerable pain, but which way did she go? We have to chase after her. Satoshi, I think I just heard Satoshi's voice. He's close too. There you are, Satoshi. I finally found you, Satoshi. Big dummy, I have so much I want to talk with you about. Shinozaki, why are you throwing them aside? Did you see something? You have rather a stern look on your face right now. It's a friend in pain. An evil spirit did something cruel to her and must be punished. A friend Suzumoto or who? Someone you don't know, Kishinuma. What, really? Come on, we have to go. Are you just going to leave the bandages here? They're dirty, so let's leave them be. They're dirty. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. Let's search somewhere else, shall we? I wonder why the orchids are growing so well in a place like this. I can't imagine there's anything here watering them. It's a little unsettling, really. What are you doing? Stop! Azu! Ah, fuck. Careful, don't look at him in the eyes, either of you! An elementary school-aged boy was squatting inside the broom closet, glowing with a faint blue light. He was obviously a danger. Nothing about him felt like it could end well. For starters, he was a spirit and heavenly host. We turned tail with the intent to run, but it's alright, the poor thing. Azu, don't! Holding up a hand to silence Shinozaki, Azusa calmly turned to face the spirit. With a small laugh, the boy disappeared, almost as if blown away in a gust of wind. What did you... Did you exorcise him? No, he simply went off somewhere to play. This is truly a sad space, isn't it? For even a boy his age should be trapped here, unable to escape. Yeah, I wonder if we'll be able to get back to our own world again at this point. Yeah. My, both of you, come look at this. What is it? It's the cloth Ron used in our ritual. To be specific, it's known as a holy shroud. See? Her name is written right on it. Yeah, Ron Kobayashi. Got a little smudge, but you can still make it out. Ayumi, can you get a reading from it by any chance? I can try. Well, I think she's close. Come on, let's go. Yeah, let's. We collected quite a few clues at this point, so how about we go a little further down the hall? That sounds good. Let's go, Azu. Alright. We proceeded down the hall, paying careful attention to our footfalls to ensure none of us were about to stumble into any holes. Cool air swirled around us, slightly brushing our necks as we walked. Then... somebody's here. There's a shadow of a person farther down the hall. Stay calm now, it may be a survivor. Zissa removed a flashlight from the bag of her shoulder and switched it on. The beam cast a much more distinct shadow on the, of a human than a faint one I'd spotted. And it also reflected off the two eyes in the darkness, though they seemed to be so far away that the person's features were difficult to make out. It's Ron. Really? Dear wife, is it really you? Have you come to find me? Ron. Azusa bounded over to Ron and embraced her warmly. Thank God you're safe. I'm so scared, so scared. So this is Ron? The girl who was sent here with you, Azusa? Breaks my heart to see such a young child suffer like this. Shinozaki, look a little closer. They're wearing the same school uniform, which means they're probably or almost certainly the same age. Hey, I can hear you, you know. Don't treat me like a child just because I look like one. Sorry about that. I'm so glad to see you're the same as ever, Ron. And so we'd reunited with Azusa's friend Ron. She had a build that really did make her look like a child, and was so emaciated that you almost felt bad for her. And both her eyelids and eyes alike were red from what must have been a monumental amount of crying, or so I thought. Ron, why are your eyes so swollen? Huh? Azu? Azusa suddenly let out a blood-curdling scream. She had discovered someone's remains by Ron's side. What happened? That's horrible. What is? Shinozaki, don't look. That person's definitely dead, right? I'm so scared. This black mist came rolling in, and Kembo inhaled it, and then... I understand, you don't have to say anymore. Oh, Kentaro. I wanted so much to reunite with you, but not like this. Azusa turned her full attention toward the body and began to grieve and moan. Kentaro, like the guy from before? Azusa's eyes, filled with tears, nodded and nodded slowly. No. How awful. Azusa then took to her feet once more and produced a small bottle from her bag. She uncapped it and held it in front of her forehead and spoke what sounded like some sort of chant. May you at least rest in peace. Thank you, my dear friend, and my heart will go on and on. She then made the sign of a cross in front of her chest, and a fresh stream of tears began to spill out from the corners of her eyes. If this were Satoshi Nakashima or anyone else from our group of friends, I wonder if I'd be able to remain so collected. I didn't know what to say, neither did Shinozaki. All we could do for the next little while was lay our hands on Kentaro and silently show our respect. Seems like that bag of yours has everything in it. Sometimes it does, though I often wish something a bit more appropriate for a girl my age would come out. As she said this, even despite the forced giggle at the end, she began silently crying once more. After we'd sat and rested for a short while, we decided to resume the search for our remaining friends. Sorry, that was kind of an insensitive thing to say right now. No, you needn't worry. You're a very bright presence here, Sir Knight. You help bring spirits up, the good kind. If Kentaro were still with us, I'm quite certain you two would have been best of friends. Azu. Hey, dear wife, I think, you You should have Kenbo's, or this. I think you should have it, as an apology maybe, for not being able to keep his promise. Ron sheepishly withdrew something from her breast pocket of her school uniform. And I mean, she kept withdrawing it. It just kept coming. It was a long strip of cloth, like one of those magic tricks. Seemed to be a scarf or a stole. Is that another piece of cloth? Is that also one of those holy shroud things? Yeah, using the ritual we conducted, known as the Promise of the Shroud, Kentaro always kept his with him. On his as well, there were clear markings of a name, though. It largely worn away. It was still just barely legible, however. Kentaro Oshio, it read. Couldn't keep his promise, huh? That's absurd. He was more devoted to it than anyone. Even if we're separated, even if we die, we'll always be together. That's a promise we swore upon the Holy Shroud. And I intend to keep it. Always. So you may rest easy, Kentaro. If that's Kentaro's shroud, then the one I'm hanging onto must be the other person's. Toshihisa, was it? Suddenly, a dazzling light flooded the hallway. And strangely enough, the cloth Azusa carried began reacting to it, emitting a light of its own. Whoa! A light from the shroud? It seems so. Has it reacted to holy water, or could it perhaps be like a stain? The light began spreading. It snaked its way along the white wall of the corridor, perfectly illuminating it. Look, the wall. It's a zoo. Upon the wall, a living mural, a scene played out before everyone's eyes. There were, by all appearances, the memories from within the cloth. There was a warm sunset in the sky, backing a tranquil country scene. A river cut through it, and facing it were 4 students in school uniforms. This was clearly a fond moment, replaying itself upon the wall like a projected home movie. But it quickly took an unexpected turn when it became clear what exactly the scene was. Are these residual thoughts? Because I can totally see them myself this time. What's so strange is this so much clearer than anything I've been able to see. It's like the shroud has a wish in it. It wants to make known. What is this river? Ah. Is this the ritual? It can't be. Alright, everybody, on the count of 3, let's place our cloth in the river. May we be close forevermore. Yeah, forevermore. Together. 1, 2. Now close your eyes and pray. Pray that we will always be of one heart. That we will always be of one soul. There will always be we. Yeah, you got it. Hey, should we hold hands? That's a wonderful idea. Let's do so. Ron, can you reach from down there? You better stop treating me like a child from now on, Toshi, or else. Ron, do you have a firm grip? Kembo, you're so nice. Come now, hurry and close your eyes before the shroud drifts away. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. I like it. That Toshihisa, though, is still holding onto your hand tightly, even while making fun of you. He's very much the kind of person he was. You seem a little nervous or something. You good? What? Heavens, no, I'm fine. You have a tough time showing your true feelings, don't you? I guess we're even now, because it was plainly obvious to me that Azusa had feelings for Toshihisa. And after she kept poking the bear with me over my feelings for Shinozaki, I felt like taking this opportunity to do a little poking of my own. My Sir Knight, what are you saying? Come on. Sir Knight? Yeah, see, Ron, I ran into these two before. And this here is the brave Sir Knight who strives to protect Ayumi, his girlfriend. Wow, that's super cool. Cut out already. My name is Yoshiki Kishinuma, and I am no way anybody's knight. Look, you've all opened your eyes. Is the ritual over now? Come on, everyone. Shouldn't we be leaving to search for Toshihisa? Why, watching this could reveal some valuable clues. But, oh. Could it be that my dear wife doesn't wish for Sir Knight and the others to know about what happened? Right, looks like it's off and floating now. Phew, a perfect success. In that case, let's go home, okay? I'm hungry. Sure, I'm kind of ravenous myself right now. The four began walking back through the raised path between the rice paddies. The ritual was a success, so spirits were high, but then a panicked voice cut through the air. What's going on? This is some kind of sick joke. I ain't getting a drop of water here. It was the voice of an old man who was presumably the owner of the nearest rice paddy. And he was turning the handle of his water tap, but nothing was coming out the spigot beyond the sputtery sound of air gulping through dry pipes. Huh? You don't think I got stuck in the water intake, do you? Our holy shroud? What, seriously? That sound is pretty loud. It's just like when our toilet gets stopped up. I tried going in for a closer look. They approached the intake pipe, and sure enough... Burbly burb, burbly burb. Ron, are you okay? It's completely blocked. No, our future are unbreakable bonds. Come on, Azusa, let's go apologize. No. Azusa? I said no, absolutely not. The ritual was a success. Hey, Azusa. Azusa took off like a balloon with its string cut. I have to run. Run toward the setting sun. Run. Hey, wait, Ken. Keep an eye on Ron. I'm going after her. Okay, I'll take care of her. Alley-oop. Azusa, you know you shouldn't run away from this. Seriously. Azu. It's true. It's terrible, isn't it? I got scared, so I just ran from my problems. Casting stones despite being the most sinful of us all. And for what? A ritual to keep us all together? How did that work out? Dear Wei, please don't feel so bad. I collapsed almost immediately, but if I hadn't, I'm certain I would have run as well. It's human instinct. So did you all just keep on playing dumb about this, or what? There's no reason for her to put on airs at this point. We already had someone in our group who played the perfect little student after all. His name was Morishige. And with the air being rather heavy all around us, I figured it couldn't hurt to crack a joke or two and attempt to lighten it. It may not have been my smartest move, but somebody had to say something. You could have cut the tension in that hallway with a knife. No, we apologized. I didn't, but Kentaro did. Oh, really? So you... Ron sheepishly cut into the conversation. She was contacted by the school the very next day. I mean, her name was written on the cloth, remember? So they knew she was involved. Oh yeah, I guess it was. My name was the least faded and the easiest to read, so I was called to the office, but Kentaro, he... Come on, why so serious? You lost your will to hit me with a comeback or something? Stop it, Kishinuma. Azu's really suffering here. Sorry. It's okay. I was in the wrong. I deserve it. Kentaro, you see, he went to the teacher to apologize all on his own, and he said that he was responsible for everything. I looked down at Kentaro's corpse on the ground with a newfound respect for the guy. Everything got pretty awkward after that. Kimbo was put under house arrest and stopped coming to school. Our group split up and really didn't see each other again. All the way up to transfer time. Dude, imagine being put under arrest for putting a cloth in water. What about all the people and factories and literally everywhere in the world, oil rigs, that dump everything into the ocean? They're not arrested. But some kid that put a cloth in water got arrested? Please tell me where that's realistic. Whatever. Ron, I moved to St. Cruz shortly afterward. Okay, and what happened to Kentaro after that? I didn't talk to him again. It's as if he'd passed away. As if he didn't even exist anymore. Kishinuma. I put both my hands behind my head and continued. I don't think there's anything you need to be so ashamed of. You don't? Kentaro wanted to protect you guys, right? Well, that's exactly what he did. I suspect he's got no regrets at all, in fact. In fact, what? It's probably good he didn't live to see you all upset like this. He wouldn't have ever wanted to see you like that. Azusa glanced over at Kentaro's body, and her eyes instantly clouded over. Damn it, I went too far. Who's there? A boy wearing a school uniform and walking with a limp slowly came into view at the end of the hallway. He had a lot of blood on him and seemed to be in generally poor health, visibly both emaciated and fatigued. Azusa, get away from Ron. Toshi? Toshi, the other friend, Toshihisa. Seems that way. Get away from her. You shouldn't let Ron near you. What do you mean, Toshihisa? Your injuries look quite severe. We need to get you treated immediately. Ron grabbed Azusa's arm before she had a chance to move any closer to him. Ron? Don't do it. Toshi's gone mad. He's dangerous. What? Don't be fooled. She's the dangerous one. You need to get away from her right now, Azusa. What in the world's going on? What's gotten into you both? As both dangerous individuals inched ever nearer, Azusa became notably more distressed. Hey, what actually happened here? We're all such good friends, weren't you, Azu? Azu? I don't know. Stop asking me to clarify every little thing. I knew she was a bitch. Azu? The light emanating from the cloth on the wall suddenly increased in magnitude by an almost exponential amount. What the? So bright. Stop. Everyone stop. That voice. Kentaro? Everyone turned around to look at the body sitting on the floor at Kentaro. Stop. What, Kentaro's body is floating. I finally got it. Who are you? I know one thing for sure. You're not Kentaro. A cloud of black mist flew from the now levitating Kentaro's arm, directly impacting Toshihisa. It instantly began twitching around him, bringing him to his knees. Azusa! Damn you, stop this now! I grabbed a piece of loose timber from nearby and charged toward the floating bastard with it, intent of knocking him back to the ground. But just as I was about to make contact, he sent me flying. Kishinuma. Stay out of my way and you run if you want to make your wish come true. Now's your chance. Let's finish off Toshihisa this time. We'll do it for real. No more pushing him into holes in the floor from behind. That's too uncertain. He's in your way, no? Just a dirty insect who stands between you and your dear wife, Toshihisa, is nothing. You wanted happiness all for yourself, Ron, didn't you? Stop it. Don't say that. Stop. Ron? Azusa stood dumbfounded. Meanwhile, Shinozaki stood right next to her, and one of the holy shards she had in her possession began to glow immensely. What the? It's Toshihisa's shroud. The light from the cloth shot straight into the wall, projecting a new image. Was this too a residual thought? Could this be Toshihisa's memory now? Ron, it's not true, is it? You didn't do something like that to Toshihisa, did you? Tell me you didn't. Azusa had a strong grip on both of Ron's arms and was shaking her wildly, almost maniacally. And Ron was just letting her do it, tears gushing from her eyes the whole time. I can't believe it. Ron, did you really? What now? Azusa, you've been the most entertaining of all the actors here. Were you planning on just wandering these halls playing the wise priestess that was never going to end well for you? You annoying little... What? The image being projected on the wall from Toshihisa's holy shroud suddenly changed, showing a different backdrop. It was now the backside of some school I didn't recognize. And it didn't seem to be in the city center, so was this the school Azusa and Ron attended? It's Azu and Toshihisa. Yeah, it sure is. He kissed her. He sure did. No! Oh, what? What is this? Don't you want this? Toshihisa, I'm sorry. I don't think I can. I don't think it's right for just the two of us to have a relationship like this. You always did need solace for your heart, didn't you? You're weak. You're a weak person, aren't you? Don't look at this. Don't look at this. No. You want to break up? But why? I just think we should. I want us all just to stay friends. Just so wait, please. I can't just accept that. This isn't this just lovely? You, who wouldn't decide between two loves, confess to Kentaro before even breaking up with Toshihisa, and get rejected, and this was what, the next day? Say it's here and now you intend to start fresh at your new school, didn't you? You intend to discard your friends, your past alike, and start anew as a fragile little human, didn't you? What? Huh? At your new school? Meaning start fresh? What about me? Hey! Hey, hello, dear wife. I'm here for you, always. Azusa's not a lesbian. Oh, oof. Azusa's head was hung low, and she remained motionless for some time. Then she raised her head, made a fist, and hurled it directly at Ron's face. Whoa! Ron flew a fair distance and landed prone on the ground, blood flowing from her nose like a roaring waterfall. Why? Because she was in my way, always in my way. I'm a chosen one after all, the bearer of God's divine protection, and I must live my life in accordance with that. No one can be allowed to interfere. She's fucking crazy. Azusa moved closer to Ron, bit by bit, with every word she spoke. She's clutching her cross, which apparently doubled as a switchblade. Stop, you mustn't, Azu. Get out of my way, Ayumi. I can't kill her with you in my way. That's it, those eyes. Azusa sported a wide yet eerily blank stare. Her expression unchanging, she directed her attention once more to Kentaro. Wait a minute. I need you to clear something up. This wasn't part of our agreement, was it? Why am I trapped here too? Return me to my world at once. Agreement? Azu, what does he mean? Silence! Shinozaki must have been in disbelief. She grew nearer to Azusa as if to confirm her intentions, but Azusa just shoved her away without hesitation. She's a fucking bitch. She'd hit her head rather hard and just kind of collapsed in a heap, obviously having pushed herself much too hard for much too long. Shinozaki, how bad did you hit it? Hey! Deserved. Such utter foolishness. Humans are such, egregiously foolish creatures. What are you saying? You're nothing but a maelstrom that toys with lives for your own personal amusement, aren't you? Damn spirit. And I too, a damn fool for having believed your lies. Damn. In her rage, she hurled the switchblade across to the ground. It slid across the floor with an echo and sounded like a bit of a plumber's tool banging against a water tap. You're garbage. You wished only for your own happiness. It was the simplest wish there could be. Perhaps your wish could have been seen a bit classier, Ron, since you desired happiness with one another. As long as I can be with my dear wife, You disgust me! Oh, now you're homophobic. I don't like you anymore. Azusa scampered over to where Ron lay and began kicking her across the room, utterly devoid of any sympathy or concern. Ow! Ha! Ow, stop! Ow! Oh! How repulsive, yet it's so funny and amusing. I can't look away. Now it's time for the final curtain. Ayumi Shinozaki, was it? She has considerable spiritual abilities as well. I'm not sure what extent, but I know this much. She looks delicious, and I will slaughter the rest of you on the spot. You will all die in the throes of utter despair. Bastard. The spirit possessing Kentaro's body stretched his arm towards us, palm facing out, posed like an anime character gathering energy for a forced weapon. A black mist gathered around that arm, just as it had when attacked Toshihisa. And with Shinozaki out cold, I had no idea what I could possibly do to save us. I will not be beaten in a place like this. Masses of flesh slathered in avarice. That is humanity, though the soul that animated this body. Kentaro was different. In order to save the rest of you, he willingly sacrificed his own life. No, Kenbo. But as you well know, Azusa, I am not a god of mercy. And I did take his life, and it was delicious. It took some time, however, to tear the soul away from this form. Souls tend to stick to their bodies when there's an attachment to the physical world. Hey. You bastard. How can a sick crap you're making come out of this good man's mouth? The foolish one here is you, fucking asshole. I scooped up Azusa's switchblade I'd scooped up Azusa's switchblade cross when the spirit wasn't looking, and had now carefully sneaked my way behind him and thrust it right into his back. Did it work? Yes. Bastard. Hey, Azusa. What? What do you mean, what? Exercise this thing like you did before. Whatever else you lied about, you've still got that power, right? But, when you just sit there and watch me protect Shinozaki like the knight I am. I focused an additional strength into the hand I'd used to stab Kentara's body. Watch me, Shinozaki, I swear to you. I will protect you. A small bottle flew through the air, aimed straight and true at the corpse's heart. On collision, it shattered into a million pieces. The liquid inside burned the evil spirit on contact, causing it to recoil. Be gone! The bright flame, make all the existence reduce to ashes. You, the red dress, world of profound darkness. A blinding light accompanied by the sound like an explosion blasted through the building. Through the light, as best as I could tell, it almost seemed like a massive shadow expelled itself from Kentara's body and dissipated. And then peace and quiet seemed to return to the hall, as much peace and quiet as you can expect in a place like Heavenly Host anyway. Shinozaki was still out cold. I guess she didn't see me fight to protect her after all. Did we do it? Azusa stumbled her way over to me. You okay? My name. Huh? You called me by my name, my first name. I rather liked that. She then leaned into me, almost nuzzling me. It's wonderful to have someone upon whom a person can really, truly rely, Sir Knight. Won't you be my knight? Stop, get away! Bitch. I grabbed her by both her shoulders and pushed her away. At the same time, Toshihisa, who had been cleansed of the black mist after Kentara's possessor was cast out, stood up. Yeah, that seems about right. You've always been that kind of girl, Azusa. You're still alive? It was around that time that rumor spread out about Buchanan, that you started to take your own transfer so seriously. He always did have the best grade of the four of us. Was that why? I knew it all along. You were never picky. You'd take anyone. As long as they turned heads. As long as they wore brand name clothes and looked good at your side. But still, I really thought I had a chance. Guess the biggest fool here is me. Hey, Ron, what the hell did you ever see in this girl anyway? I'm Toshi? Stay away. Ron, you tried to push me down a pit to my death, taken over by some evil spirit. You're off your rocker, seriously. Seriously, everybody's here out of their minds right now. Still unsteady, Toshihisa, nonetheless, sauntered away slowly. Into the blackened depths of the school corridors. Hey, shouldn't we, like, tend to your wounds or something? Wait! But he didn't even look back, he just continued into the darkness. Wait, Toshi! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry. Ron. She had a truly desperate tone to her voice. But when Ron turned to face her, the look in hers was the saddest I'd ever seen. Toshi, wait, I was wrong. Please forgive me. And that was the end of Ron calling Azusa her dear wife as she ran off into the distance in pursuit of Toshihisa. At this point, she had no qualms about leaving Azusa behind entirely. Hey, Shinozaki, you okay? Cheetah? Huh? Did Machida come and save me? Shut up, you bitch. No, sorry, I'm not Satoshi, but you can rest easy because Ayumi. What? Azum? Suddenly, the upper half of Azusa's body was jutting in between us, hair disheveled as she came in. For an awkward group hug, she was still very much out of it. She clearly didn't want to be controlled by an evil spirit, but she seemed like she needed anyone she could depend on. I'm so glad you're awake. I'm so sorry I did such cruel things to you, but in order to defeat the evil spirit, there was no other way. Yes, everything was the spirit's doing. I told you, they can just slip in unannounced, right? Stop. Stop it. Don't talk to me anymore. She stepped back and grabbed her head with both hands. She looked like a spirit herself in that moment. The bright aura she exuded before was completely gone. If you hurry after them, you might be able to catch up. There's still time, right? She staggered around for a moment, groaning half confusedly, then disappearing into the darkness. Kishinuma. Let's go, we need to find Satoshi and the others. What is it? Look! Before her eyes, Kentaro's body decayed into a skeleton, then crumbled to dust and vanished altogether. For some reason, I unconsciously scooped up his holy shroud. He believed in them to the bitter end, didn't he? Believed in his friends. You protected him, you know. Protected his soul from rotting like those of the people around him. Kishinuma. I'm just sad that we couldn't save Azusa. Sorry, Kentaro. I hate to admit it, but I've got my hands full being a knight to just one woman. What? Do I have something on my face? No, nothing at all. Now come on, let's go. What's wrong with you? You're acting really strange. I'm not a devil. I'm not. Are you a survivor? Oh, who are you? Get tortured, bitch. My name is Yuya Kazami. I'm a junior, Buken High. And I think it would be best for those of us who are still alive to stick together for now. These two bitches together, oh fuck. Wrong end? You're fucking joking, right? I used every possible outcome. This is not ending like that. I'm sorry, I'm looking up a walkthrough. Cause you see, I used every fucking possible outcome. How did I get a wrong end? Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I know how to do it now. I just want to finish this game. Every time I skip through all this stuff, I can't believe how much I've read. So much going on. We need to find Satoshi and the others. What is it? Look. You protected him, you know? Hate to admit it, I'm a knight for one woman. No, let's go. I'd heard there were imitations of the Sachiko Ever After out there, so I decided to let this one play out, but it turned out the same as in Mom's book. I hate imitations. I'm going to crush everything that isn't Sachiko Ever After. They make me laugh. The Azusa girl thinks she's defeated. The what, evil spirit of the shroud, was it? Using holy water? I'm the one who killed him. Samsara down the river. Clear end. Let's fucking go. Chapter clear. Character relationship chart can now be consulted in the bonus menu. Cursed phonograph. Oh, that's all the music of the game. Oh, got pictures of everything. Oh no. I literally got no ones. Hold on. Okay. St. Cruce's Girls Academy Class 2-3, age 17, April 29th is date of birth, height 5'4", weight 106 pounds. Blood type AB, voice actor Yukana. Possesses a holy power capable of exercising demonic spirits. Came to heavenly host with Ron and a couple of other former classmates, not through Satsuko ever actor, but through an entirely different ritual. Exudes a certain adult air, is able to skillfully and effortlessly dodge Ron's advances without her even knowing it. Likes nothing, dislikes nothing. Hobbies: reading shoujo manga. I don't want to read all this. Review events from the original. Nope. Nope. Relationship chart. Okay. Hold on. Oh god, there's so many. So, from Musa Shigawa, they're all best friends. They're brother and sisters, stop. Brother and sis. Okay. From Kisser Guy, BFFs. Brother and sister. She loves her brother. Stop it. They like each other. BFFs. Seiko likes Naomi. They're bros. He loves Ayumi. She loves him. 6 years ago, but now no one knows that they still like each other. Teacher and student. Distant relatives, sisters. Daughter and mother. She killed her. Gives orders to him. Son and father. He killed Satsuko. Accidentally killed her. Abducted, but killed both of them. Polonia. He loves her. She despises him. She melts for her. They're BFFs. Pain in the ass. Assistant and boss. Protege / mentor. Maybe more. BFFs. She loves her. They dated. She likes him. He liked her. BFFs. Formerly. Okay. BFFs. His best friend. They're bros. He loves her. They're BFFs. They're BFFs, the two of them. He wants her. She loves him. Okay, we've seen it all. Oh no. Misfit. Shinozaki family tree? Oh yeah, we looked at this. In none of the games do they ever say they're related. Oh, Sachika Shinozaki. Isn't your last name Shinozaki as well? Never mentioned in any of the games. 'Cause why? Why would they? Hey, me and her have the same last name. How quaint. How wild. Timeline of events. Okay. I'm done. This game is finally done. I can delete it and get rid of it to make more room for more games. Let's go. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. This game is finally done. We're taking a break from Corpse Party. I need a different game. I will see you another day soon. Goodbye.